Hey, I thought I'd make a quick video just in case it helps anyone else out there with their Christmas lights. There's quite a lot of videos on YouTube already about storing Christmas lights, saying you can wind it around a bit of cardboard, or sort of you can buy these kind of fairly flimsy kind of cardboard reels, or even some smaller plastic ones. And that's great if you've got shorter lengths of lights that are like sort of 10 metres or 20 metres, but I quite like to have quite a few Christmas lights out the front, and I've got some 100-metre lengths, and sort of things like this just fall down. If you've got 100 metres, you can't wind it around a bit of cardboard, you can't use those small reels. Last year I did have this kind of old extension cord reel, and I used that for some lights, and that was pretty good, and it sort of made me think, well, maybe I should use that for all of them. But I've got a few sets, and I don't have any other dead extension leads. I looked into whether you can buy these kind of things, and you can, but they're quite expensive. They're sort of, you know, about the same price as an extension lead was anyway. Plus it's a bit bulky to store, because you're storing that and you've got, you know, all this metal frame and the handle and the drum and whatever. And I thought to myself, if there was something you could wind it up on, but then just remove the spindle from the middle with all the lights wound up, you could store it much more easily. So I knocked up this thing. It's very, very basic. You know, my woodworking skills are pretty basic anyway. But it's the Wind-O-Matic 5000. Basically, you've got a central spindle there that you wind the lights onto. This handle, like, see, I mean, it's really janky and everything. Like, don't judge me on my building skills, but you wind it up there, and then when you're done, you can take the side off, take the spindle out. I've made a load of spare spindles that go in the middle. Take it out, and you can just store it like that. The lights can be sort of prone to slipping off the edge of the spindle, so you want to put something through. I've made some holes at the end there because it needs them anyway for fixing. You want to put something through the holes just to you know, stop it. Like I put screws through, or a bit of cardboard around the end or something like that. But it works pretty well. So I thought I'd show you quickly how it works. Basically everything's held together with bolts and nuts. These two dowels, this one and this one, just kind of hold the thing together. This one in the middle is the one that obviously winds and removes. It's got a little hook on just for when you're starting your winding, just to make sure you can get the cable sort of caught on it. But I'll have a go. It's bucketing down with rain out there today, so I'm not going to do any filming outside. I'll try and do some more in here and show you basically how it works. But I mean, you get the general idea. It's just a frame. If I was making it again, I'd maybe add an extra leg. Have 3 legs rather than 2, because it can stand like that. When I'm out at the front of the house doing stuff, I tend to have it like that on the ground. Certainly when I'm putting the lights up, because I'm pulling them off the reel. When you're winding them in, obviously you tend to be holding it like that, winding it up. But anyway, I'll show you how it works, and yeah, hopefully this video might help somebody else with their Christmas lights if you've got longer runs that are just too big to store on a bit of cardboard. Okay, I've just wound up my first set of lights. I deliberately leave the plug till last. I start from the other end first so that I can just plug them in. Just check they're working. There you go. It makes it easy next year when I get them out to just check each set's working before I go to the trouble of using them. This actually isn't too long. This is only a 25-metre set, but they're icicle lights, so they've got all these extra dangly bits, which is why it looks like a lot. But anyway, I'm going to show you the process of getting them out. So start with putting it on its side, loosen all the bolts on this side. I only do them up finger tight, so there's no need to, you can literally, the bolt there, I don't know if you can see, that bolt there, I'll just hold it with my fingers while I undo it. Because none of this needs to be, as you can tell, none of it's precision engineered. It's just hold the bolt, hold the nut, unscrew the bolt, take it out, repeat that for the other two. One thing I forgot, I do actually need to remove the bolt on the other side of the spindle, so I'll do that now. I'll just take that off, that comes straight off. Yeah, and these are all, I think these are all just M6 bolts. Not that it matters, but use whatever you've got lying around. I just happen to have a load of M6 ones. Okay, so this bit, pop those dowels off first. This bit just lifts off. Oops. Now, like I say, when I lift this out, there'll be a tendency for the lights to try and slide off the spindle. So try and sort of lift it out as one thing, keep it all intact, like that. and then get something through the holes on the ends to stop it from sliding off. So I'm just going to use some big screws and bits of cardboard. Just grab them. Just pop a bit of cardboard on the end and pop a screw through. Same on that side. So there you go, there's nothing fancy there, it's very basic as you can see, very rough and ready, but it works. It's a good way of storing longer lengths of Christmas lights ready for next year. So I hope it helps. And then obviously the process is in reverse when you want to put it back in for next year. I'll just stick a new spindle in, and then that'll be it for this vid. There you go, fresh spindle in there, ready to wind up the next set. All very basic, but I hope it helps.